Alexa, go back. Hey there. Hey everyone. It's me again. I feel like when I learn something, I need to tell y'all. I need to tell y'all all about what I've just. Alexa.
When you look into the mirror,
this right here.
Who is it that you see? Who is it that's staring back at you? You see a body with arms and legs and hair, a personality with insecurities and flaws, or do you see peace, love, light? You see the soul that's staring right back at you? Who is it that you see?
Love in my heart, love on my mind, love at my back.
All right, y'all. So I've been reading from a book called Awaken the Genius Within Your Mind. It's by Gardner, and it was published back in 1934. And there's a chapter. So I'm doing YouTube and I'm doing Facebook. So I'm killing two birds with one stone right now because this is important. This is really important, and I think that with me coming off the first time versus any, me trying to repeat it and rethink everything I said, it's not going to come out the same. It's not going to have the same effect. So Facebook, hey, Facebook, hey, YouTube, hey. Welcome, Supreme Being. Alright? So, this is the chapter called Thinking About Thinking. And he said, here goes. Give your child ideas, they will think and continue to use your imagination. All the fun was and is in the constructive thinking, not in the results. A past joy is of no more consequence than a past trouble. Okay? Thinking being the most important thing in life. So, with that being said, children, like, when they get something new, they're so into it. They're playing with it. They're for a long time, they're constantly occupied and their imagination is going. But say like, what did he say? Like a little girl playing with a dollhouse, okay? She's playing with the dollhouse, she's playing and then all of a sudden, once she changes the clothes and feed and do whatever needs to be done within the dollhouse and put them to sleep, the arms drop, the vibrations go down, and she's no longer interested anymore. Because now, her imagination at that moment has been fulfilled, and she's not thinking any further than what she has already thought. And that is one thing about children. Our children, our innocent babies, we must recognize, realize, and understand that when they're toddlers, like 1, 2, 3 years old, the furthest their intelligence can go as far as communication and their understanding is yes, no, sit down, hungry, want to eat, want something to drink. But all that extra, okay, hold on, give me a minute, when I get done what I'm doing, they don't register that at all. A child, a toddler, a baby, they cannot register that. So as this baby or this toddler steadily reaching for this candy, you're getting upset saying extra words other than and outside of no. Now, One thing about a child's thinking, our children's imagination, you have to constantly feed it. You have to constantly make them think. Okay? Now, there's another chapter. All right? It says, oh, I'm sorry, it's in the same chapter. Alexa, turn down one. It's in the same chapter, and it says, want only to be amused. Theatrical producers make a slogan of the phrase, give the public what it wants, and then try to eliminate from plays all material for audiences to think about. Motion pictures have been made upon the theory that they are necessarily for the low brow, because the low brow predominates numerically in the world. The notion is that the low brow is one who does not think. Okay? Now, I hope you understood this. If not, I will explain. Now, for Facebook, the only reason why not Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. Damn. The only reason why I'm on here live is because this is the only way I can get my entire point across. All right. Now, what this is pretty much saying is the low-brow people are those that do not think, which are the ones who do not think are the ones that are paying attention to the motion pictures that have been made upon the theory that they are necessarily for the low brow, which means they're only making movies, motion picture, for the low brow, for the people who they want to distract away from thinking. Because do understand, the kingdom of God is within you, meaning in thought, what you think. God is the reason why you think this, and you think this because of God, an ultimate power, the universe, the spirits, whatever you want to call it, is the ultimate power entity. Bottom line, God, universe, the spirits, whatever you want to call it. So do understand that if we are constantly allowing our children to be entertained and distracted by TV, by video games, by unnecessary, uneducational social media and things online, we're doing our children more of a harm than a service. We're not helping them. And they're telling you in these books, that's why they say reading is powerful. If there's something you don't want a man to know, put it in a book. This is a book from 1934. So far from our time right now. Who would think to read the book called Awakening the Genius Within Your Mind from 1934 by someone named Gardner. I have like 15 little pages of notes just off of this book. And I have so many other notes from so many other books. What else? Let me see. Let me enlighten you some more. Let's see. Make children think, stimulating their thinking. Yeah, crossword puzzles. Play chess. I play chess with my son. Yeah, my son is 12, and we play chess because us as parents, his father and I, we both play chess with our son. We both know stimulating his mind to force our child to think is making sure he does not fall victim to being a yes man, to being a whatever you like. We're molding our son to know if something doesn't make sense, question it, because 9 times out of 10 it's some bullshit. You know? Here's something else let me read you something else from the book. It's from the chapter called Keeping the Whole Law. Okay? You must obey the law to receive and distribute the supply. He, Almighty Power, the Almighty Being, God, Universe, all of that, in that one ultimate being, supreme being, He is the supply. Our work is to obey the law. We must obey the law before it begins working for us, meaning we must turn on the electricity before we get light, which means you cannot sit there and tell the stove, give me fire, then I will give you wood. Don't make sense. You can't get fire before wood. You need the wood to create fire, okay? Now, it also says, anger indulged in will stop the process of digestion, okay? Hey, Barry, hey, Q, hey, love, how you doing, beautiful queen? Hey, who else is that over there? Oops, my bad. Okay. It also says gossip. Now, gossip indulged in will offset the size of my income. Will white lying indulged in load my muscles with fatigue? Meaning, for every action, there's a reaction, regardless if it's something you're doing or something you're saying. If you're putting it out, whether good or bad, it's going to come back, hence karma. It says, the law of love is the law of harmony, okay? In order to have harmony, you must have love. That's what I say all the time, move with love, all right? You keep no law till you go all the way. No result is achieved that is just barely missed. 1/100 of an inch error in the line of lip or eyelid will ruin a portrait. Okay, let me read that again. You keep no law till you go all the way. No result is achieved that is just barely missed. 1/100 of an inch error in the line of a lip or an eyelid will ruin the portrait. Meaning, you can't do anything half-assed and expect to receive something in whole. You can't do that, because if you slight 1/100th of an inch out the line, the whole portrait is ruined. Dig this. Love, therefore, is the fulfillment of the law, said Paul. Okay? What is more natural than spiritual law, which underlies visible phenomena? Love your neighbors and do good love thy enemies and do good to those who despitefully use you. So, no matter what, to have love, you have to have unconditional love, which is what we're supposed to have. You're supposed to love everything and everyone at all times, no matter what. Now dig this. There's a chapter called Learning to Love. Yes, yes, Clay. Yes, Clay. Yes, yes, Q. Move with love. Yes. That one is tough. Look, girl, I've been doing a lot of man healing, seeking and searching. And I tell you, I've been healing, finding, and learning. All right. Let me tell you about this other chapter. It's called Learn to Love. Doing good is loving God. Doing good is loving God. When you do good, that's you showing you love God. Okay? Doing good is the secret of the power. Okay? Psychologists say when do another person a favor, we become interested in him as if we had an investment in him. The more we do for him, the more interested we are in him. If we do much, we come to love him. Perhaps one of the explanations of the love a mother has for her child or children. You get that? So meaning, when you do another person a favor, we become interested in me. When you do something caring, do something for them, that's selfishness. You're actually like becoming interested in them, and you don't realize it. And then it also says, if we invest in him, the more we do, the more interested in them. If we do much, we come to love. Meaning, the more we do for someone with love, the more we become to a place where we start to love this person. And see, a lot of relationships, I've just learned the reason why a lot of relationships do not work. Why a lot of children have a single parent household. I'm trying to reach, teach, and all of that, Q. I promise that is my soul mission and purpose. I feel. Why not? You know? But I feel that I've learned that the reason why a lot of our children have a one-parent household is because when man and woman, when they get together, they have gotten together before they've even learned themselves, before they've even grown to know who they are. And because you don't know yourself, you become with somebody else under a roof. Under one roof. It's two. You both move in together and you're under one roof. And now, before you've even gotten a chance to know and learn yourself, you come into this unity with somebody prematurely, immaturely, and then now you guys are trying to learn together, but you're conflicting and bumping heads because you're learning together while still trying to learn self. And now, if that makes sense. Q, did that make sense? But they say that when you get with somebody, or just crossing paths, you know, just being around somebody or whoever, and you do them a favor, or you do something for them as an act of kindness that shows your true love. Like, you know, you're out kicking it, and then there's a situation where you have to be the one. Makes perfect sense. Okay, thank you, because I wasn't sure. Okay, so you're with somebody, y'all kicking it, and then there's a situation where now all of a sudden one of you have to be the caretaker of the other one, and you didn't even expect to do that. So now you're tending to them. You're making sure they're okay. You're making sure, you know, they're comfortable, they feel safe. You know, you're making sure, do you need anything to eat? Do you need anything to drink? You know, and once you start having these thoughts that ends up becoming a feeling, now you're growing feelings, which is, I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, all love at first, but now you're just taking a liking in this person. You have love for them. And the more you do, the more you become interested, to the point, what did it say? It says, if we do much, a lot, continue to do a lot, like being in a household together, and you know, you're constantly cooking. It doesn't matter who, you're constantly tending to that person's need, cooking, cleaning, you know, you're constantly tending to this person's needs. Now you're coming to love that person, but you're loving them from an immature place, because now you don't know what to do with these feelings, and now you might think, he must think I'm some kind of housemaid, or I'm a slave, or he'll probably be like, she must think I'm soft, I'm some kind of sucker or punk, you know what I'm saying? And not even realizing, like, no, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to grow together. And that was their experiment. Like a psychologist said this. And I'm gonna read it to you one last time. When do another person a favor, we become interested in them as if we had invested in them. Because you are investing. The more you do for a person, you're investing, whether it's a friendship, relationship, business ship. It's a ship. Now you sleep on it, you're gonna miss it, and the ship don't sail. But you invest in him. The more we do for him, the more, him or her, the more interested we are in him or her. We do much. We come to love him or her. Perhaps that is one of the explanations of the love a mother has for their children. Us as mothers, not, you know, the ones that we really take care of our children, we really love them and we nurture them, not raise them. You raise cattle. You raise chickens. You're supposed to nurture. We nurture our children. And we do so much, you know, we take care of them. We teach them how to say words. We clean them. We feed them. We do everything for them until they're able to learn how to do it for themselves. And that is the example. A mother loving a child. That's the example that they use, which actually makes sense when it comes to a man and a woman. The more you do for them, you fall in love. You know, you start to like them. And the more you do, now you're loving them. And now you're doing so much, now you done fell in love. But not even knowing that you still have so much to grow. And these children, they're seeing dysfunction constantly. They see dysfunction in the household. They see dysfunction on the streets, on TV. Why are we even allowing our children to watch this shit anyway? Like, my son be like wanting to watch TV if it's not educational, teaching you something. I'm not with it. He watching Japanese anime. Cool. My son wants to learn Japanese. He said he would like to go to Japan. I said, go for it. So I get why he's watching the Japanese. He's interested in another culture and he's learning. I'm pushing my son to continue to learn. And us as adults, we have got to continue to learn. I am reading so much, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. These are notes on top of notes, like on top of notes of podcasts and books and audios. Like, I have to learn more so I can teach my son more. Because he can only learn as much as I'm able to teach him, as much as I'm able to show him. And I'm starting to realize that we have all this smart stuff, smart TV, smartphones in our homes, smart Alexa. Like, Alexa, the bitch is listening. She's listening. They are listening. Like, they're in our house watching us. listening to us. Even when all this is off, guess what? I could be like, Alexa, what time it is? She'd be like, it is. So, Alexa, what time is it?
It's 6:55 p.m.
Did you hear that? It's 6:55 p.m. She's listening the whole time.
8 + 3, 2,
So
7.
I need my son to be at such an advantage place in his life. Like when he turned 18. Like when he turned 16, when my son turned 14, I need him to understand. Like, I got this book. Yo. Behold a pale horse. Yo, I remember reading this book a long time ago. They telling so much about what's going on that a lot of people be like, oh, it's a conspiracy. There's actual like documents in there, you know, that we've already been knowing all this time. But since people started digging more and more and becoming unafraid to share what they're like, people have literally put their lives on the line to teach us secrets, to teach us secrets of our minds, to teach us secrets of our children, to teach us secrets of what we need to learn, secrets of life. Like these folks been like putting their lives on the line. And so much has come out throughout this time to where so much has come out throughout all this time to where shit, they can't help but to publish it. They putting it in books. But see, you gotta go read in order to know what's going on. The news and all that, I don't watch that. I don't even watch TV. Like I said, I watch cartoons. I don't watch none of that. I don't want none disturbing my peace. I'm in a great space because as long as I'm in a great space, guess what? Guess what? Guess where my son is at? Guess where my precious, beautiful baby boy, my prince, my future king, guess where he's at? In a great, positive, safe space as well. So as long as I'm learning, he's learning. As long as I'm at peace, he's at peace. As long as I'm creating, he's creating. And guess what? As we're creating, and as long as I'm sharing, hopefully I start getting other people to think and start sharing their knowledge and start opening their eyes and their ears and really seeing and hearing what's really going on. I mean, shit, the truth is hidden in plain sight. It's not just the same. They don't just say that shit just because it sounds good. It's real. Everything is in our face. No, it's like people forgot that you're supposed to guide and direct. Nope, don't go over there. Oh, nope, don't go there. Oh, all right. Your children. You cannot allow your children to think that certain things that it's just morally not right. Like, we cannot continue to allow our children to believe that things that are morally just and spiritually just not right is okay. Because it's not. Having our children believe that there's a Santa Claus and wanting them to believe in God. See where I'm going with it? See where I'm going with it? Got our children looking for Easter eggs, but really they represent the dead children, that the organs that they harvested back in time. Like, you see where I'm going with it? We're not even going to get on people's favorite holiday of what? Halloween. Demons, monsters, ghouls, and goblins. What? Y'all crazy. I stopped celebrating that shit. Like, the more I became in tune in what's really going on. No, my son wants candy. We go to the store, he get candy. And well, I'm lying. I don't do candy. I'm sorry. My son's sweets is like fruit, yogurt, freeze pops, frozen yogurt, you know, healthy shit. I mean, his candy, I have like a bowl with like little pieces of candy, little pieces of chocolate, you know, he get a couple here and there, but sit there and just indulge in all that sugar. Y'all know what's in that shit? They trying to kill us with all this sugar, diabetes, high blood cholesterol, all kinds of shit. COVID, mutated flu. Oh my God. Anyways, we need to get in tune with our children. We need to, like, I asked my son when he get home from school, like, there's 2 different types of conversations me and my son have. We have a conversation when he get, hold on, I'm lying. There's 4. We have a conversation before I leave to work. We have a conversation on his way to school when he calls me, let me know he's on the bus. We have a conversation, and that conversation, hey, look, let me tell y'all. When my son calls me and let me know he's on the bus, the conversation be just like this. I bullshit you not. Hello? Hey, son. Hold on. How you doing, babe? You good? All right. Did you do your hair? All right. How you feeling? You feel good? Awesome. So you look good? All right. You look good. You feel good? That's what's up. Now look, you already know. You got to learn as much as you can. Okay? Pay attention to the teacher. When it's time to do your work, read everything carefully. And sometimes you might have to read things like once or twice, okay? And then when you pick the answer, pick the best answer or pick the one that you know. And if you kind of indecisive, read the problem or the story again. Read all the different choices and just pick the best one you think best fits, okay? Don't worry about it, because as long as you're always doing your best, I'm proud of you. You know I'm proud of you, right? All right, cool. Now look, stay away from mess, right? Don't involve yourself in no bullshit, because you know there's some kids, they don't know no better. You know, they over there showing out, not realizing that they're missing out on something important. Okay? Now, if something the teacher says doesn't make sense, you better raise your hand and you better ask. All right? And you keep asking a question until you have your understanding and you get it. All right? All right. Now look, you're awesome. You're so fucking intelligent, boy. You are a genius. Boy, you are so amazing. You're like one of the most amazing, coolest young men I know. You're gonna be such a great kid. I can't wait to see when you grow up and how much awesome, amazing things you're gonna do. All right, little man. All right, baby. You have a great day in school, okay? Love you. That's how I start my son's day. Oop. That's that passion right there. My bad. That's how I start my son's day every morning. That's how he starts his morning every morning. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. When my baby gotta go to school and face the world without me, he gotta face, because you know school, that's their world. Okay? Understand. Children have a world within this world, and that's called school. You know, like how our job is a world within this world, like it's its own. Kids got that same shit at school. They dealing with the same shit at school. Alright? So I'm preparing my son to move forward with love, but to know he's amazing, awesome, powerful, and intelligent as hell. And don't get involved with no mess. Oh, and I forgot, I always be like, you know, leader, not a follower, right? On the phone. I put that in my son. I installed it in my son. He is a leader, not a follower. When you see them doing shit, you know, the teacher, my mama, you better turn your ass and go do something else that you know is safe. Better go find you something safe to do. Be smart. I installed this in my son. We have to get our babies prepared. We have got to stop showing our children hatred towards their fathers. Women, I'm talking to you. Mothers, I'm talking to you. Baby mamas, I'm talking to you. Don't get me wrong. I used to fall victim to this bullshit, okay? But I've learned, okay? I've learned. We have to stop Stop bad mouthing their fathers to them. Our boys, they need their fathers. My son, me and his father, we got a divorce, whatever, you know. But he goes to his father. He has his father. His father's in his life. And guess what? I ain't put him on child support. For what? I ain't no bitter, mad, whatever, such and such and so and so. I am not. It didn't happen. It didn't work out. We were two people who got together, who was still trying to learn and find out who they are, who's still trying to figure themselves out, and we got together prematurely, immaturely, and shit didn't work out, you know? And I was so distraught because I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be married one time. I'm supposed to be a wife just for the rest of my life. But you know what? I've learned and I've been taught, because I have a couple of teachers. I sought me a couple of mentors. Get you a mentor, somebody who knows more than you. And a mentor of mine told me that people's relationships nowadays doesn't last because it's built on the wrong shit. We have so thought that some type of facade of relationship is normal. Like abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, all this abuse. Like, that shit ain't normal. It's not good. It's not of God. Love and respect goes hand in hand. Can't have one without the other. It's not of God. You're supposed to love. Always. And we're supposed to, when you do get together, at least continue to grow. And I figured it out, how you grow together under one household. Under one roof, I mean. Go get 2 books, like the same copy. Get a book, 2 copies of the same book. That's what I meant. Get 2 copies of the same book. And both of y'all spend a time, an hour out the whole 24 hours or even 30 minutes. And read, sit down, quiet. Read together. Read like a chapter or 2. And then once you're done reading the chapter 2, then talk about it. Because this book right here, like, this is just one of the books, y'all. What did I say it was called? Shit. Awakening the Genius Within Your Mind by Gardner Hunting. 1934. Like, that is such an amazing book. It was so open your eyes to so much. And you'll sit there and be like, damn. A lot of y'all will read this book and be like, I'm a fucked up person. I can't believe like, real talk. Like, the mind is so powerful. God controls the mind. The mind is controlled by God. To love God is to love all, always. Here's something else. Bless them that curse you and pray for them that despitefully use you. Why? Because it will make you love them. But why should you love them? Because because that is the commandment of God, whom I wanted to learn to love. Love is its own reward. Love is its own reward. Yo, like, bless them that curse you. Whoever curses at you and just being rude, just be like, bless you. I love you too. And you know what? With you doing that, you will actually be still in that peace. And as long as your mind is at peace and it can think, whether an adult or child, as long as your mind can think, it will continue to create. And this is where creations and things that are all around us come. Because we're thinking. Stop allowing your children to have their mind distracted, because as long as their mind is distracted, they're unable to think. And when they're unable to think, they cannot use their imagination. When a child cannot use their imagination, they cannot create. And that stops their growth. When your child is talking about, I want to be a dinosaur when I grow up. Damn it, go get them some damn dinosaur costumes. Go get them a whole dinosaur set. Like, you never know. When you're a child, be like, man, I want to be a superhero. Dude, my son, my baby told me he wanted to be Flash. It was Flash, Superman, Spider-Man. It was them three superheroes all at one time. He wanted to be. And you know what I did? My baby had the cape to all of them, a mask to all of them, and he was around the house pretending to be Superman, Spider-Man, or the Flash. Running like this, like he the Flash. Doing like this, mommy. The fuck? But I'm like, hey, stop. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? My son like, shh. I'm like, woo. Do like this with my hair. Like, boy, you just blew my hair. My son's always like, I'm Batman. I'm like, oh. You know, like, man, I involve myself in my baby's imagination. And guess what? You never know. You never know. You never know. Being a superhero shit means that they care and they want to do something that helps people. Want to be a dinosaur when you grow up? You never know. You never know. You never know. What is it, archaeologist? I'm trying to think. It's an archaeologist. No, it's not an archaeologist. Oh my God, I can't think of what it is when you look for dinosaurs. My brain's not thinking. This is so embarrassing, and I know what that word is. Hey, Q, help me. Oh, shoot. Look. This is so embarrassing. Fuck it. I can't think of the word. I cannot. Oh, I can't think of the word. Oh my God, so embarrassing. I can't think of the word, but whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, yeah, I'm highly intelligent though, for real. But reiterating back to the babies, you know, when it comes to relationships, you know, like I was saying, I don't have my son's father, my ex-husband, on child support because one, I know for a fact, and I've seen firsthand, that child support, man, they're set out to ruin whoever life that they have the name of and social security number of. I've known and seen one too many times, that the father will have the children for over a year, still getting child support taken out of the check. At the end of the year, they owe $5,000 to $10,000, $15,000. Like, wait, why do I owe so much? And you've been taking money out of every single paycheck, but at the end of the year, I owe you more than what I'm getting back. What? So therefore, the father or whoever, the mother, whoever's on child support, they never get out of that circle. Now, if they're unable, like, mind you, they're getting child support taken out of every single check, every single week. And the receiver is receiving a check once a month or whatever. And already that child support, they're getting a cut because that's their bonus. Whatever percentage they get, that's their bonus for each person that they're able to get and keep on child support, because that's why it's hard to get off of child support in most cases. Now, they've been taking money out of your paycheck, every single paycheck. At the end of the year, you owe money. Guess what? Because of the money you owe, now your driver license is suspended. What? So your license is suspended. You get pulled over because your license is suspended. Oh, unpaid child support, but mofos been taking money out your paycheck, every single paycheck. You're suspended. You get pulled over. Now, the officer who's all about the blue, the code of blue, they feel and need to arrest you, impound your car. So now, and oh, mind you, you're on your way to work. So now, no call, no show, taking a chance of being terminated from your job because no call, no show, because you got arrested, because your driver license is suspended, because you're on child support. Now, I didn't put his father on child support because I didn't need to. I didn't need to, because I made sure, as always, everybody who knows me, I always make sure I take care of me and mine. I'm just saying, any means necessary. Anyways, I made sure that I'm able to take care of me and my son. And because I'm able to take care of me and my son, guess what? I'm not so heartless or miserable or hurt because I got income. So, I'm getting a little bag, to take care of me and mine, to where, and plus, I'm that type, like, I don't want to sit there and have to ask nobody for nothing. So because I'm like that, I'm going to make sure me and mine is okay. Make sure me and mine is okay. Pineapple tree, me and my son, we okay. We great. We more than okay. We great. But also, too, because his father wanted to be in his life, I'm not going to sit there and not allow my son not to be in his life. I love my son. I love my son so much. That much. You want to see your dad? Go ahead. Why am I going to stop you? A father needs to be around his children, especially his sons. No, he needs to be around, especially for his children, because little girls need to be taught what's okay and what's not okay from a male's perspective. Because if the father was in the house, a lot of these little girls, they wouldn't be as fast showing their ass and for 13 trying to make sure they sexy. Like, I don't understand why the fuck a 13-year-old too busy trying to worry about she's sexy. Like, well, you're 13. Why? I didn't even think about that at 13. You know what I'm saying? And then they're out here just being wild. But then a lot of it comes from the fault of, the mama not allowing the father to be around that really wants to be around. And I don't get that. Like, you really that mad? Like, you really that mad? You really that mad that you hurting your baby like that? I could never hurt my son like that. I love my son too much to hurt my son by keeping him away from his dad because of our grown shit. That ain't got nothing to do with him. He innocent. He didn't ask to be here. But guess what? Guess what? We were chosen to be his parents. We were chosen to raise this child. And I tell you, he blessed to have parents that he had. Because even though we ain't together, guess what? We co-parent wonderfully. You know why? Because neither one of us is stuck in the past bullshit that don't even matter right now because we're not even together. So what? He dating? Okay, so what? So what? So what? And I make sure I show my son more than he loves love, and I make sure my son has more than enough that he has, like that he needs, or should I say, he has everything he needs, some of he wants, to where don't no female have to do anything for my child. Like, you can keep your money, boo, it's fine. Me and his daddy got him. Shit, you good. But anything that she do for my son is a bonus for my son. And you know what? That's a human being. One of us lights that is showing my son love and respect. Because guess what? She ain't got to do nothing for him. She ain't even got to make my son feel like she like him or she trying to get to know him. She ain't gotta make him feel nothing, but she trying to. And guess what? I'm grown enough, mature enough, so confident to know I ain't gotta worry about nothing. That's my baby. I'm his mother. He knows that. And the love that I show and give and nurture my son with. Okay, Facebook, YouTube, all right? My baby know. That's my mama. She love me and I love her. And can't nobody come between our bond. Nobody. And guess what? I'm going to continue to stay in my peaceful space. And I'm going to continue to let my son stay in his peaceful space. So we both can create. So we both can think. I'm thinking on mama, grown level, the big shit. And he thinking on the sun shit. You know what sons think about. And it works. Because I don't want to keep my son from being able to elevate in life because of my choices and decisions that I made as an adult. That I'm just now learning to, be like, okay, I shouldn't do these things. I should move like this. I need to do this. Okay. I'm learning and I'm being a better mother. I've always been a great mama. Like, because I make sure every decision that I make, especially nowadays that my son is 12 and he's becoming into a young man to become a man, I got to make sure every decision I make is for the greatness of an empire. So therefore I'm learning as much as I can. And I change my playlist and I'm playing all good energy, positive things all day, every day. Like Tony Jones. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get off here, y'all. I feel like I've just been talking, but I got so much to say because I've been learning so much. But this lady, Tony Jones, a friend of mine, put me up on Tony Jones. And I kid you not, like I said, 2021 was, man, it was something else. But November of 2021, I started listening to her. And I started listening to her every day, all day, until for 4 or 5 months, because I was in this place, in this space that I shouldn't be in because I'm too much of a light. I got too much love in me. I shouldn't be in this space. But we all do. It's crazy. We all got it. It's just all what we choose. Like, I choose to smile all the time. I choose to be happy. I choose. For me. Whatever you choose, that's on you. I'm not about to involve myself in your BS. Keep it over there. And if I start feeling the vibrations of BS, I will excuse myself and come home to my safe haven, to my own space, and shut every and anything out that I want. So I can stay in my space. So I can keep on thinking to create. But we definitely need to start using our mind more, start thinking. Because they're doing all of this TV, movies, media. They're doing all this to distract us from thinking. Think. When you think, you create. When you think, you create. When you create, you build. When you think, you create. When you create, you build. I've been thinking all of last year. I was creating the end of last year to this year. So now, it's time for all of us to build. Like, come on. So, oh my gosh, I could just talk all night, and then next thing you know, it'll be time for me to go to work. But I'm gonna leave you with this. To allow our children to be the best that they can be now. Not waiting and letting them wait until they get into their 30s, 40s, and 50s before they start realizing and wishing that somebody was teaching them when they were little. I wish, but it wasn't taught for generations. But I'm going to be the curse breaker. I'm breaking the generational curse right here, right now. I'm teaching my son everything I'm learning. So, to my family, to my friends, to my community, to my hood, to my village, and I mean all of them everywhere, to all of my tribes, all of my villages. Allow your children to think, force them to think. Children are not thinking. We're not forcing them to think. I force my son to think, force him to think. Teach him chess. Teach him, put a puzzle together. It doesn't matter. Allow them to create, and you will be so amazed of what your child can come up with, what they will say. Like my son amazes me every day. Every day, because we have the conversation before I leave to work. We have a conversation when he gets on the bus. We have a conversation when I get home. How was school? Or when he gets home, how was school? Anything crazy, happy, fucked up, messy, anything. And then during dinner, we just be talking. And he's like, oh yeah, Mom. So the other day or last week or this one time, like, and just to learn his mind, oh my God, it's so amazing. My son amazes me all the time. Your child will amaze you. Your children will amaze you. Talk to them. Open their mind. Make them think. Okay? That's how we're going to allow our children and give them the greatest gift we can give our children, knowledge. Knowledge is the greatest gift you can give your children outside of love. Love. Love is knowledge. Knowledge is love. And all, both is God. So, all right, I'm going to get off here. I probably don't talk y'all to death. Supreme beings. They are supreme beings because of supreme beings. All right, Facebook. All right, YouTube. If it won. Mahalo. Mwah. Peace. I had to turn off Facebook first. See you later. Bye. Mahalo and aloha. Whatever you want, whatever you need.